NoSo Connection. Welcome back to another edition of Draft Day here on the NoSo. Excited to be back yet again doing another Halloween October themed draft. This podcast is simulcast, as always, audio on any podcast application on NoSo Connection, video on our YouTube channel. It's a fun one to watch on video because you can help you track the picks with the graphics here on the screen. Of course, it's always a good way to help keep track of kind of where we're moving along. Got a lot of good content. We're doing a lot of modern day dirty match previews for every PLE, and then we have post show. Plus, we're paying tribute to the year 1995 as well with NoSo 95, which is always a fun project we've got going on here too. So, Ryan, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Justin, I'm swell. Doing good, buddy. How about you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm excited for this one. We have two of our favorite guests. They were together previously in another draft about almost a year ago now. I think they together did this Ultimate Survivor Series team draft, and they're back tonight now to talk the most scariest wrestlers of all time on this draft for Halloween. And we're going to start with one of the co-hosts of the New Gen on a Mission podcast, my friend and yours, Mr. Tim Slomka. Tim, how are you?
Great. Yourselves?
Good. I hope you're tipping your first pick with that Adam Bomb name on there.
Yes. Scary.
Well,
the most dangerous. The most dangerous. In theory, the most dangerous wrestler of all time.
And also joining us, he's one of the greatest producers and cameramen and wrestlers and local Rhode Island backyard wrestling history. You can find a lot of his stuff on YouTube. We'll talk about that later. My good friend, Mr. Primetime Kevin E. Kev, how are you?
Good, live and well.
All right. Well,
I'm ready for some. I'm ready for some tricks and treats today.
I'm just curious if he's going to draft Tatanka in the first round again.
So. Yes.
You never know. You never ever know.
Scary.
But we need the first round. Let's get a draft order. So here we go, guys. All right, Justin, with the first pick, it is going to be JT, Slomka, Ryan, and Kevin.
All right, well, this is one of those ones where I figure I get the number one pick and the one that probably doesn't really matter. It's, to have the number one pick, because when it matters, I don't get it. But I got it here. And I really debated which way I wanted to take this, right? Like there's the hokey way. There's like legitimately like scary wrestlers that like you wouldn't want to fight in an alley, guys that creeped you out as a kid, maybe. But I'm going to go against my normal positive nature here, and I'm going to take this in a dark path. And I'm going to go ahead and take as my number one pick, and I can't believe I'm doing it. I'm going to take Chris Benoit. He's a guy that I would not want to run across in June of 2007. As scary as it gets.
Oh, my God.
Perhaps in wrestling history, the guy that nearly, honestly, destroyed the wrestling business in 2007. So less said, the better, but I'm going to go ahead and take Chris Benoit as my number one pick.
Wild pick. Was not on my list. Not that I have a list, but a little shocked. That was hey. I kind of love it, Justin. I'm not gonna lie.
We're just getting started, buddy.
Am I up? Then? Is that,
yeah.
Is that, I don't know how to follow that.
Yes, Tim, you are up, and the dogs are in the cage.
Yes, I have a rough follow. I'm gonna go a little scarier, maybe scary point in time, but Undertaker from 1991, the funeral parlor era, locking Warrior in the casket. Paul Bearer, there's mysterious about him. He really didn't talk at the time. So go Taker from 1991.
It's a good pick. Like I remember even going to a house show in that time, and he fought Sid when Sid was a face and Taker was a heel. And I remember there were like kids like crying and like hiding near me. Like he definitely had that vibe, and you see it in some of his early appearances as well. Like people were definitely freaked out when he came out at that time.
And so much different than the product at the time, right? I mean, that
But did he ever kill his family?
He did. He killed his brother.
He burned him alive.
Technically, his brother. Technically, he killed his brother.
Paul Bearer, he tried to murder Kane and he killed his parents.
Technically,
oh boy.
Technically, and his brother killed Katie Vick. So we got a lot. He's a murder family. So
this is a spooky podcast so far, guys. I'm not gonna lie. All right, and I'm gonna go in another lane. This is a guy that I would not like to see in a dark alley whatsoever, especially coming off the weekend that we just had. And at 280 pounds, I'm picking the beast, Brock Lesnar. He's probably the least likely guy I would ever like to come across. I feel like height-wise, I'd be all right with Chris Benoit. And Maybe Undertaker would be. I'll be a little.
You'd be
quicker than
hanging
him.
from that gym equipment so fast.
Yeah. Maybe I'd be a little quicker than the Undertaker's slow molasses ass, but I am not
I
getting.
feel like if I could break Kevin, I've won the night. Like I already feel like I won the draft. Just by
man.
getting Kevin would be like shocked. I feel like.
I didn't know it was gonna be this kind of show.
All right,
No,
well,
Brock's good
Kevin,
pick, especially if you don't like to get peed on. Like that's you don't want that either.
yeah. So, Kevin, unless if you're a scared woman in a company, Brock Lesnar might have been your pick as well. So just to get a little scarier in another lane too. But yeah, the ball's in your court, man. Like no Papa Shango, no Kane,
No Adam Bomb.
Just
bomb. Just waiting.
Just straight. I don't know, Kevin. It's in your lane. Take over.
I wish I kept my list kind of spicy. I didn't know it was gonna be this kind of show, but I kept it to guys that scared me when I was a child. And at the top of the list, I got to go with Kamala. I think after seeing him eat those chickens, he was eating the live chickens on it was a TNT at prime time, and then he had a handler Kimchi who dressed like a zookeeper. You know what I mean? Like it just, I don't know. I was terrified of the man, growing up. Kamala's my number one pick so far. So, were you guys afraid of Kamala? Or am I the only one?
It's tough for me because I didn't start watching till after his initial run. So when he came back in '92, he was kind of like goofy. Like they tried to make him serious at first, but he quickly devolved into like being a comedic character. So I didn't really have the chance to like be scared. I could see how you would be as like a 5 or 6 year old in the mid '80s, like seeing this guy. But for me,
it was like feathers everywhere. It was nuts. I'm like this fucking guy just eating chickens on live TV. Like it's insane.
Uncle Elmer also ate a bucket of chicken on live TV.
Uncle Elmer and like Chris Benoit in the same show. This is amazing.
Hey, we went off the rails last time you guys were on. We're heading down the same lane.
Yeah. My second one. Velvet McIntyre. No, I'm just playing. Second one. Again, when I was younger, when I was younger, these guys creeped me out. I'm going with the tag team of the Moondogs, Spot and Rex. Now, the main reason they creeped me out is I couldn't they had the big bones around their neck, the big like fucking cow bones and shit. It was like an entire leg, and like I don't know. It would just creep me out because I couldn't picture these guys in like normal everyday life. Like grocery shopping and stuff. Like, I don't know, they just creep me out. Like, I'm like, where do these guys go when they're done wrestling? Because you don't see them out in reality, you know what I mean? It would just always bother me, like, because you can't go shopping with this big bone around your neck and stuff. Like, I don't know. It would just always like the fact that you didn't see them in reality bothered me. So if that makes sense. Like, I
think they went on to do some like crazy shit in USWA as well. Then they after they in the early '90s, I think they had like pretty good feuds.
Smoky Mountain as well too. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if they ever killed their family, but
not yet. Anyway.
All right. Speaking of death, from Santa Fe, New Mexico, Bruiser Brody. Watching him rummage through the crowd. If you were in that crowd, you were probably scared for your life. So I'm sticking in the Brock Lesnar badass lane, and I'm also sticking in the murder lane too, as well. Coming to his death in a Puerto Rican shower in 1988. So if you thought of scary as like badass dudes, I'm probably got the best one too so far. So Slomka, what do you got from us from the New Gen era?
Well, how dare you? Because I'm going to go with Papa Shango. So he's number one. He was number one, but I mean, just a difference maker in the time. Taker vomiting, lighting guys' feet on fire. It's still talked about today whenever you joke with wrestling friends.
Yeah, I think he was like Kamala to me, probably for you, Kevin, like Shango. Yeah, I was like a kid that. So seeing the voodoo stuff, it was creepy for sure.
Yeah, big time. The lights going out, the feet on fire. And it went, quickly from a big feud, right to Warrior, right to Hogan at the WrestleMania. Yeah. And then quickly just dialed down and basically did nothing by the middle of '93. But
he even did that voodoo pit on Hogan before the match with Sid. Remember they showed him with like the fire and all the pictures.
Yeah, I mean just innovative stuff that just didn't connect, but memorable because any wrestling fan you talk to is like, oh yeah, he's gonna light his feet on fire. So go with Mr. Shango.
All right.
Yeah, I was afraid of wasn't afraid, but the black tar Or what the
Mean
I
Gene.
forgot who he did it. Yeah. That
Mean
was
Gene, yeah.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He got everybody.
All right. Well, Ryan, you kind of spoiled my next pick.
Did I?
Staying in my theme, I am going to take. I'm going to take Invader number 1, Jose Gonzalez, the man you don't want to find inside your bathroom stall, especially in Puerto Rico. The man who murdered Bruiser Brody and took him out of our lives in professional wrestling. So, yeah.
So was Bruiser Brody on your list, or was Jose?
No, Invader number 1.
Okay.
He didn't commit to
If you're piecing together the theme right now,
I alluded to it. I didn't spoil it. Okay.
I think I got your next pick too.
All right. Well, let's see, because we're going to the Fiji Islands, brother, with the Superfly Jimmy Snuka, a man you wouldn't want to be in a hotel room with, especially when the cops come around and no one can understand what he's saying, trying to get out of whatever he's got going on, and a man that didn't really ever pay for his sins, besides maybe just not becoming the megastar he had hoped to be, but and then jobbing to everyone and anyone for the 5 years after he came back. But I will take the brother man, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, with my third pick to go with Chris Benoit and Invader number 1.
The Murder Crew. Yes. What a Survivor Series team you got.
MDK. I think that's what Nick Gage has been talking about.
All right. I'm going to go with everyone's favorite Doink character, Pink, the Survivor Series, It the Clown wannabe.
That might be my favorite pick of the draft because he is fucking creepy.
He's the creepiest.
Oh my God.
It's the creepiest thing I've ever seen in all time.
You could have went heel blank, but you went pink, and that's what makes it wonderful.
First. So I gotta go with the best new gen first. So Pink from this one and only appearance and the creepiest. It made Tim Curry look weak as a clown. So
I think there's like a lot of picks in these drafts that you could say like no one else would ever take, and like Pink may be the most like unlikely to be taken by anybody else in a draft.
Just wait.
Does he have Pink too? We got the other one.
No, because we're still talking. I'm like, oh, Matt Bourne's a pretty good pick, right? Like,
no. It would have been great. I was not expecting Pink. Pink is ugly. He is ugly as sin.
Never mind. I had a different one. Never mind.
We gonna go stink? Like, all right, it's on me, and I'm gonna stick with my theme. Justin, you have your theme. I have my theme, but I wonder if this pick is gonna kind of go in your lane a little bit, and that is New Jack. So I'm gonna pick the New Jack from that's back-to-back drafts where I've picked New Jack. Last time was the mass transit incident for the bloodiest matches, and now I'm picking New Jack as some guy. Is a badass motherfucker that I would not want to see in an alley. So staple gun and all. He seems legit. So New Jack is my third round pick.
I actually, just to piggyback off your pick, I actually sat behind Eric Koulas in the movie theater watching Beyond the Mat. And so it was interesting when New Jack came on the screen. He's like, oh, that's the same suit he wore when he went to court for me. And then I saw Koulas again at the flea market, Rocky Hill Flea Market, and he let me touch his forehead where the indent was. So that was rest in peace, Eric Koulas. God bless. But for my pick.
Your last pod, we're going to have that story.
Yeah. For my next pick, I had Bruiser Brody. You took him. I had New Jack. You took him. So I'm going to go to one of my alternates. And you brought up the midgets. I have written on here, any of the midgets, Lord Littlebrook, Little Beaver, all of them, creepy. Little Tokyo, especially Tiger Jackson, who ended up being Dink. So nothing against midgets now, but as a child, midgets were fucking horrifying to me.
So you're just taking all the midgets?
all of them. Midget,
except Pink.
Except for Pink. Pink's off the board.
All right. Well,
you know what? If I have to choose one, probably Tiger Jackson.
Okay.
I'll go with him. Dink.
Just as the guy that does the graphics, just to clarify, I'll go Tiger Jackson in crew. All right.
Yeah.
And short bus.
Yeah, Little Tokyo, very creepy. Lord Littlebrook, all of that shit. Again, I apologize to the short little person demographic watching the show. I love you guys now. Back then, not so much. But
all the midgets. Gotcha.
This one is I wouldn't say it's off the rails. We're nowhere near the rails. We're like the rails of
you took us off right away. So
I'm not saying I'm innocent. I'm as guilty as the men on my team of taking this off the rails. All right, Kev, kick off round 4.
all right. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna go with fuck it. No, we're gonna go out of order here. I'm gonna go with Paul Bearer. And let me tell you why. I think Paul Bearer is creepier than The Undertaker. What did I write here for notes? He's just a creepy man overall. If you told me they found a dozen underage dead Taiwanese boys buried under his house, I wouldn't be surprised. He gives off child molester vibes. I'm sure he's a great man, but just always got the ick from Paul Bearer. He was more creepier than The Undertaker in my eyes. So
I like to picture like if wrestling was real and like the people in charge of WWF had to deal with this man, like negotiating his contract and hanging around Titan Towers during the week, like this division waddling through the hall, like trying to argue with Vince about how much he's getting paid or whatever. And this is like, all right, get the fuck out of here. Just like having to deal with this maniac roaming around.
Yes.
He looked gross too when he had like the bandages all over his face after he got burned with the fire and all that. Like that looked gross. And, yeah.
Did you ever see the footage? Remember they gave his sons the Hall of Fame ring after he died, whatever. I guess like there was a video on YouTube. One of the sons proposed to his girlfriend in some trailer park, and he gave her the Paul Bearer's Hall of Fame ring. I'm like, yeah. I hope the video's still up because it's hilarious. Like, and this girl was like, she was a big girl. It's like, so he's like, his father's Hall of Fame ring. It's like on the finger of this fucking pig. You know, like it's crazy. Again, nothing against the obese
I didn't expect
community.
this to be the most offensive one we've done. But between the
editing.
the Paul Bearer's son's fiance, the murderers.
So again,
it's
we love fat people. No one loves fat people more
Hey,
than
what if
me.
you saw a fat midget, Kevin? What would you do? Just let me know.
I can't. I don't even want to think about it.
Justin, we're gonna have to do all these after 10:30. By the way,
this is draft day after dark.
all right. In the 4th round, I think we are in, and I'm gonna stick with my theme. We all have a lane. If it's midgets, if it's fat people, if it's murder, if it's pink, we have a lane. My lane is scary motherfuckers, badass motherfuckers, and I'm gonna go with Haku.
Yes.
I would not like to be down a rabbit hole and find Haku to fight for my life. Mang, Haku, you name it. There's plenty of bar stories to prove it. The guy is a badass motherfucker.
Before I decided to go on the murder route, Haku was going to be my number 1 pick for scariest wrestlers. Yeah, he's the guy I feel like you hear the most stories about, like that you would not want to fight. Just like a crazy. So now, look, when I met him and gave him my sandwich, he was as nice as could be. But I feel like I bribed him with food to not injure me. But a very nice man on that day. But I would not want to cross paths with him in a time where he was upset or mean.
Yeah.
Good. Great pick. How many rounds we going? 6?
Yep.
All right,
Yeah, you got 3 more picks.
3 more. All right. I'm going to go a little more popular than Pink. I'm going to go with the Earthquake. Destroyed Damien. A beast. You know, lost some of his luster when he was Golga and the Shark, but overall menacing. The first guy that took out Hogan, and stretchered him out. So from a new gen standpoint, he's a guy that came in there with the natural disaster. So Earthquake it is. With Dino Bravo. Not Dino Bravo. Refused to bring him into the squad.
I mean, he's definitely the first wrestler that made me cry. Like when they did that video package of him killing Hogan with the sad Real American cover song. Definitely broke me as an early fan. And then, murdering Damien was definitely scary, especially then because he made him into hamburgers on Primetime Wrestling.
Yes.
Which is equally fucked up. He was a sick man.
Yeah. He was a murder kayfabe reason, unlike your murders.
All right. Well, my next pick, there's no conviction for this man to have murdered someone. He's definitely guilty of covering up multiple murders and likely at least at fault for one death indirectly. Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr. Look, we saw the lawsuit documents. He's not a good man. Indirectly with the Owen Hart stuff, I guess, if you want to put him on here, but also covered up Snuka and many other awful tragedies as well. So I feel like if you're gonna do a list of maniacal, depraved, wrestling-based folk, he needs to be on there.
Can we mention the time he shit on the lady's head? Is
that
allowed?
Too. Yeah. That's not good.
So much.
And his dildo collection named after wrestlers, kind of creepy.
Do you want the Kofi tonight?
Give me Bob Holly. You want to bring Bob Holly? No, my dildo, Bob Holly.
Oh,
I'll call spark plug. All right, so I'm going to kick off round 5. This is a little bit more sad and tragic, but he still killed a man. And that is Vern Gagne.
Oh, I thought that popped in my head.
Who murdered a man in the retirement home. Poor Vern, suffering from Alzheimer's, got into an argument and body slammed a man who then passed away from his injuries weeks later. Sad times for Vern, one of the best wrestling promoters of all time in the AWA. So sad times. But again, I mean, if this guy has Alzheimer's and is murdering people in a retirement home, that's pretty fucking scary. I don't think I'd want to be around him if I'm in my final days.
He's on your crew. All right. I will go with a WCW guy. They made to the WWF, but Vader, Big Van Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a beast. Definitely, especially with the headgear, scary. Fear. Get another guy that took out Hogan. Definitely one of the fears. They made him out to the beast. Didn't hit quite in WWF, but a massive presence and definitely brings out the scariness in that. So Big Van Vader.
Look, a man that wrestled with his eye popped out.
Yeah.
Just pushed it back in his face and kept wrestling.
Everything is stiff too. I mean, just absolutely.
He ripped Cactus Jack's ear off, powerbombed him on the floor. Like, he did some crazy shit.
Yeah, he was definitely a guy that was off his rails. So perfect to team up with Wink or Pink, whichever one I chose.
Now I just want to see Vader powerbomb Pink.
They like to wash his gear, so there's that as well.
The only time he wasn't scary was on Boy Meets World when he's looking for
All right, I'm kind of getting bored with my badass picks, so I'm going to go veer away and go totally different. And she's a badass chick, and her nickname is Scary, and that's Scary Sherry Martel.
You got to take Scary Sherry.
Yeah, no doubt. So I think definitely warrants a pick. I think there was her or another female that were kind of neck and neck, and I thought she just had that vibe in that era of being scary, scary outside for the opponent. There's layers. Always did her makeup scary, sexy. There's a lot of vibes to it. So she definitely fits this draft for sure.
No, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. If push came to shove, Sherry Martel, I would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hands down.
NoSo is very, very pro Sherry. I don't think anyone here, including Jenny, would turn her down. So it's across the board. For sure. And especially in 89 when she's doing the witch stuff, like before she becomes the queen, like when she first goes heel with Savage, like you guys went into it pretty in depth on Chrono. So like that slow turn for her was definitely scary during that time.
And usually the rack's out. So
we loved it.
All right, Kev, tell us why Icebox is your next pick.
All right. You know what? I'm going to go, since we're going off the rails there, I'm going to go for one of my alternates. We're leaving the main list. I'm going with can I do a WCW deep cut?
Yes, let's do it. I hope it's the
I'm going to go, not technically a wrestler, but he was counseling Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff for a little bit. A man by the name of Gary Spivey. Do we remember this?
Oh, I remember Gary Spivey.
With the big white fro.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me or was that man not horrifying?
Yeah.
Like, why does he exist?
The only good he brings to us is the Wonderful theme that Paul Orndorff then uses after.
That's it.
Yeah. I feel like he did the Joe Hendry before Joe Hendry. Like, you would say Gary Spivey and he would appear to pump up Mr. Wonderful in his mirror.
Yeah, he just always make me feel uneasy. Like, whenever he'd be on screen. Like, I didn't want to look at him. Like, I couldn't eat while he was on screen. Like, it would just gross me out. Like, just the fro helmet. No good. No good.
All right, this is the last round, right?
Yep, this is it. All right, make it count, Kev. Who's your sixth?
Oh, yeah, one more. I always forget that part. You know what? Fucking, let's go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with Mr. Fuji. The tuxedo, the little derby hat always creeped me out. I always imagine he just dressed like that all the time. And like the way he would do the cane in people's necks and stuff. And I always pictured Mr. Fuji to smell as well. So just the total package, just like I would always find him horrifying. So my last pick, probably not the best pick, but I'm gonna go with Mr. Fuji because I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Very
His
creepy.
managerial
Nothing against the
decisions-
Asians.
His managerial decisions were also demented
It's
and scary
atrocious.
because he often
It's
made
scary.
awful choices.
Yeah, Mr. Fuji with the robe, not scary with Yokozuna. That was adorable, Mr. Fuji. You know what I mean? Like you just want to cuddle him. Tuxedo, Mr. Fuji, not so much. Keep him away.
All right, Ryan, who's your last choice?
All right. It's gonna be. I feel like I need some like spooky aspects here, and this guy kind of made a career off of it, unfortunately. And I don't think this is your lane, Justin, even though he's kind of dead. But I'm gonna go Bray Wyatt, the Fiend.
No, I mean, I'm not just picking dead guys. I'm picking people who murdered.
He didn't
other
murder
people.
one.
Yeah. So all right, then I'm good. That we know of, anyways. That we know of. But anyways, I'm gonna
Hasn't come
go.
out yet.
If it is the Cape Fear Bray Wyatt, right? If it's the cult leader Bray Wyatt, even Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt had some creepiness to him as well. But ultimately, the Fiend, the whole horror mask genre, he went down that lane, and I just feel like he should be a part of this draft. So I wanted to take.
Yeah, it's a good one. I mean, they
All right,
leaned
good
into
choice.
they leaned into the scary aspects with him so much, and I would think of the modern era. They definitely was most of the horror based stuff they did. I mean, he's even got the horror house at Universal this year and everything. So.
Even the Wyatt 6 now, right?
Yeah.
There's always something baseline spooky wherever iteration of Bray Wyatt there was. Are you going to pick his dad
Maybe
IRS?
something different too. You know what? He's not scary. I guess if you're a tax evader, maybe he would be scared of IRS.
It's scary to watch.
I'm going to go. I can't believe no one chose him. So Pink needs a manager. So I'm going to get Evil Doink. Definitely different at that time. The music is so creepy. Matt Bourne was great in the character. Killed once it became Face Doink, but a different character and diabolical. Taking out Crush, Big Boss Man, big time. The Double Doink was unique too. Still to this day, hilarious on the Doink stuff. So I'll choose Evil Doink as my last pick. New gen,
Yeah, I gotta say,
special.
I think Face Doink was kind of scary because who they have playing? Was it Philip Powell or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember
Fan
like,
Apollo. Yeah.
yeah, he'd whenever they had a close up of him, you would just see his fucking yellow ass teeth. Like he's supposed to be like his face, and it looks like he just brushed his teeth with fucking butter. Before he came out, like it was. Yeah, that was kind of creepy too. So we got to honorable mention to Face Doink as well.
Definitely was creepy. I mean, clowns are very creepy to many people. And then when you got one out there, picking on kids and attacking wrestlers with casts and batteries, like it's definitely up there. One guy, and this is not my pick, but I'm kind of sad, Tim, that you didn't take Berserker. He did try and stab the Undertaker in the middle of the ring, which was pretty scary with the sword. All right.
Next year.
I'm going to take one more murderer to round this out. And it's another sad one, but it's also a guy I would not want to cross, especially when he's dealing with his dementia after he murdered his wife, and that is Billy Jack Haynes. This is just a year ago, murdered his wife, but sadly they declared him mentally unfit and has postponed his trial. His wife was 85, and just Billy Jack just snapped, and that's that. So I'm going to round out this draft with maybe again a very unlikely pick coming in, but hopefully Billy Jack Haynes.
Courts say not convicted, but JT with a conviction.
Which one of JT's guys should I use on the poster for the graphic?
Vince feels safe.
Vince is the safest
of all of them, sadly. All right. Well, I think this sounded a very different direction than we all anticipated. I was worried that Kevin may go the murder route. I'm not going to lie. I was a little nervous. I didn't want to end up duplicate. But I'm glad that you all took it in a different way. We had Tim kind of went with the new gen, of course, like cheesy, scary wrestlers. Ryan went with the badasses. Kevin went with the guys who scared him as a kid, and I went with the people that literally would kill you if given the chance, or cover up the murder of you if needed. I did debate going Linda because I feel like she could use her political power as scary, like to really screw with you.
Linda's new face is horrifying.
Yeah, that as well. But I ended up going with Billy Jack for that last pick. Great Khali was also in the mix. I believe he killed someone in India.
Oh
yeah. So
I'd love to hear your honorable mentions, Justin.
That's it. There's not too many. I did some research. There's really not. That's kind of covered the gamut right there. Not too many other ones.
You know what a good one is Waylon Mercy.
He's still scary. I met him at WrestleCon this past year, and he was choked me or put his arm, whatever he did, put his arm around me, and he was still a scary looking man, even in his advanced age.
I was expecting to hear Abdullah the Butcher from somebody as well. He was one of my alternates. Again, when I was younger, I never saw him wrestle, just in the magazines, but always a picture of him with a fork in someone's forehead and stuff. So
yeah, he's definitely a good one.
All right. Well, let's run through our picks here before we wrap up. So my most scary wrestler draft was started with Chris Benoit. Then we went to Invader number 1, and then Superfly Jimmy Snuka, Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr., Vern Gagne, and Billy Jack Haynes. All right, I'll run through Tim's draft, Brian. You can piece it together. So Tim took The Undertaker, Papa Shango, Pink, Earthquake, Vader, and Heel Doink.
That's quite the list. All right, I went Brock Lesnar, Bruiser Brody, New Jack, Haku, and then I got bored of the badasses and went Sherry Martel, and then I went with Bray Wyatt.
Ronda Rousey is another one that could have fit your badass, like you wouldn't want to mess with.
Abdullah could have as well, but I got bored with it.
Ronda Rousey or Sherry, if we have to.
I think I go Shelby.
Or one of the midgets, or Lord Littlebrook. Kill, fuck, marry.
Fuck Little Tokyo.
I forgot what order I picked my guys in, so I'm just gonna go with we'll say Kamala, Moondogs. I had midgets.
all the midgets, but Pink.
Especially Dink. We had Mr. Fuji and Gary Spivey. So
yep, I think that was all of them. Oh, you also had Paul Bearer.
Paul Bearer, that's right.
Yep.
Oh yes.
All right, there you have it. Another Halloween themed draft in the books. Ryan will be back in a couple weeks with a couple new drafters and a new topic for the rest as we wrap up the fall here. Again, be sure to check out everything at the North South Connection, as well as New Gen on the Mission over at the Backbone Wrestling Network and everything else. You can check out Canoso. Oh, you guys are on there regularly. I pop in time to time. Me and Tim actually just did a Canoso hit together on video. We did the Ultimate Warrior. Ted DiBiase from the main event. Yes. That's always fun to catch up with you. And that's it. Check out everything. I want to thank you for joining us. Keep on drafting. Talk to you soon.
God bless America.
Stay alive.